Because that's what I'm thinking along the lines of the more and more I think about it. It's going to look something like that. I don't think 46, but the Raiders may score 32, 35 to about 14.
So I think it's more like that Panthers-Niners game.
And
I think Jets are going to be like, well, that was like 23-3.
Well, still, though it's still an easy cover. This is going to be a lopsided game. This is one that you would duly know.
Okay.
Okay, where we at with the
Game
next?
3. We're going to move down to the San Francisco 49ers.
Are we going to go through every game?
No.
All right.
Let's go.
So,
49ers.
So repeat. Let's do the whole thing over. Say what you're about to say. Say it again.
Yeah, let's move on down to the 49ers versus the Seattle Seahawks. Line opened up at 13.
More.
Has gone up, to 14. We have the 49ers traveling to Seattle. I think their ass is grass.
I'm not even going to waste any breath. I'm just going to copy and paste everything I said from the Raiders game, except for they're not making as big of a commute, and that may be something to be worried about. This is a divisional game. The Raiders and the Jets are not divisional, and the 49ers side different from the Jets. They're not traveling as far, but the Seahawks are the Legion of Boom. The 49ers only put up 3 points against the Panthers, but cause for pause. The Seahawks also only put up 3 points against a Green Bay defense that's not all that. So with that information, do what you want with it. But
I see here in their last 6 trips to Seattle, the 49ers have lost every game.
By how much? Was it blowout? Was it tight?
I see here 19
last year.
19 last year. 2015 they lost by 16. 2014 they lost by 10.
And that's back when we said the good squad, the Super Bowl contender squad.
Yeah, 2014.
Seahawks were a different team back then too. This is pre not giving the ball to Marshawn.
Oh yeah, that was playoffs. They played them in late December.
The last time they came to the Legion of Boom, the last 2 times, most recently, what happened?
They lost 37-18.
And
37-18.
And 29-13 the year before that.
Well, there it is there.
Yeah, so
well
Seattle's coming off a bad loss. Seattle's coming off a bad loss in Green Bay. They didn't look good on offense. They only scored 3
for that
points.
offense
to play a lot better. Expect for the offense to play a lot better.
They don't got to do much to play a lot better than 3.
And expect for that defense. They show up on the road and at home. It's going to be louder. 49ers won't be able to hear themselves.
And like we talked about, I think you brought it up, Brian Hoyer has never been to the 12th man.
He probably has, but not as the quarterback of the Bears.
Yeah, I think he did play for the Bears.
Maybe for the Bears or Browns or something like that.
But if he did go, he didn't have a good time.
Yeah, he's not ready for the 12th man. I'll put it to you like that. Seattle plays amazing at home. They have the crowd behind them. They're going to be looking to pump some energy into Russell Wilson and the offense, who looked shitty last week. So I look for them to put up about 28 points.
Now,
28, maybe 7. I would say maybe 3. But even 28-10 is a cover. So I think we go Seattle.
We go Seattle now. We're all in the consensus with Seattle, but just because we've seen it all in gambling, is there anything in foresight that could lead us to believe that this is a trap? Not as far as the 49ers winning, but them actually covering. Is there anything? Whether it be a division, familiarity?
Well, yeah, that's always a factor. The fact that they get to play them twice a year, every year, so they know how to play Seattle. I just think.
And mind you, this is a different coach in Shanahan who's had some familiarity in Atlanta with Seattle.
Yeah, fucking Shanahan can't play. He can't get out there and run routes and.
He's beat them before, hasn't he not, with Atlanta?
He's beat them. He's schemed it.
He schemed to get. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but you need players to put in the scheme.
Yeah,
he doesn't have Julio.
Yeah, like, come on, bro.
Okay, I just want to,
let's go Seattle. Let's take the 14 points. Seattle. Lock that up.
Do that.
Lock that up.
But what if they only won by 14? Like,
I mean, as long as we don't lose,
I won't even tease that one. I'm leaving that one.
The push is better than the L, man.
Yeah, I don't see how San Francisco is going to score any points. I just don't see where the points are going to come.
Because Cincinnati, but the Seahawks defense is better than Carolina, and Carolina
helped them shut them out at home.
Yeah,
they couldn't even score at home. Let's talk about another hot game on the schedule. We got Philadelphia Eagles traveling into Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Line is currently minus 5.5. It did open up at a -4. So it's gone up 1.5. All the money's coming in on KC right now. You know, they look good against the Patriots. You know, what do you guys think?
TRAP?
TRAP? Honestly, I don't believe so. I like KC in this one. I'm not going to lie to you. They look great against the Patriots. Their offense with Hill and Hunt and Kelsey, I'm tripping.
Baby Gronk.
Yeah, Baby Gronk. They look good. So I think with those weapons, as long as Alex Smith, you know, doesn't be scared and throws the ball like he did last week.
I think we should ease up on Alex. I don't think, after saying that, I don't think he's been scared. I think it's been lack of trust in his coaches. Like, nobody just opened up the playbook and said, just fling it. Like,
Right.
San Francisco, it was just dink and dunk, run the ball, give it to Gore, play good defense. It never was, let me show why I'm the number one pick. Because don't forget, he was the number one pick in the draft.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah, I mean, I will say he's smart with the ball. He doesn't commit a lot of turnovers. He knows, you know, where to hit the spots and who to go to. You know, I like it. I actually like the Chiefs in this matchup. Just to be honest, you know, Carson Wentz, he's never played in Arrowhead. Second year guy.
They haven't played in 4 years, looks like. So
Yeah, you know, so Philly
these
doesn't.
teams don't know each other at all.
But that can
But
work. That
that's
can
a
work.
lie because who coaches the Chiefs? So, you know.
He didn't coach any of those
Yeah,
players.
like it's been a whole Chip Kelly era since he's been here. It's
but I'm
like that's what I'm saying.
sure.
Those matchups it happen, but these are different teams.
Hey, Andy
so.
Reid still got a plug back in Philly. Don't believe me there. He still know what's going on, I'm sure.
I mean, he's going to bring more trick plays into it than what they would normally see. Nobody else in that division, the NFC East, plays anything like the Chiefs. So, again, I think it'll catch them off guard. They won't be
And
able to get points.
that's a good point about these Chiefs. Like, even though we're referring back to like past matchups, these particular Chiefs are the most. They might be the most athletic team. Or the most
They're up there.
They're up there because they
For
have
sure.
Tyreek Hill, Kareem Hunt, and also D'Anthony. His last name,
Mamba.
the Black Mamba.
Shout out to the
Those
Black
are all
Mamba.
4-2, 4-3 guys right there. And Andy Reid's scheme is kind of unorthodox to where he knows how to utilize those pieces. So they can be spread busters, teaser busters, or just coverers based on those game changers alone.
Yeah. I agree.
We like the Chiefs.
Let's get into another interesting matchup. We have the Minnesota Vikings coming off an impressive win against the Saints, going into Pittsburgh, Steel City, to see Big Ben and AB. How do you guys feel about that game, man?
I'm kind of torn. My gut's telling me the Vikings based on the eyeball test. I saw the Pittsburgh Steelers fucking struggle against the lowly Browns. I seen Minnesota hold their own against Drew Brees, the top 4 quarterback in the league. And what surprised me about them is their offense. Dalvin Cook had a Leonard Fournette type of just rookie debut type of day. Stephon Diggs did whatever he wanted to do in the two touchdowns, and I don't know how many yards, but he was basically having his way. Sam Bradford had an Alex Smith type game. I didn't recognize Sam Bradford that night. So if those Vikings show up, that should be a cover based on how the defense of the Steelers look to me. What y'all think?
I actually like Minnesota here. See the lines down to 5.5, opened up at 6. That doesn't really mean much just yet. But I like their defense. I like what they have going on offense. Like you mentioned, Cooks, Diggs. Bradford looked nice. But you can't ever count on Big Ben though. At home, you know, home opener. It's gonna be live in Heinz Field. You know, AB, he's gonna be there. He's gonna test Xavier Rhodes.
I was about to say.
Yeah, that's gonna be a great matchup. Antonio Brown versus Xavier Rhodes. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna watch that line a little bit more, see where the money comes in, see what Vegas tries to tell me. Because yeah, I think Early lean is Minnesota, but I think the Steelers can beat them by a touchdown. I mean, it's a touchdown.
What you say, Miss?
I like Minnesota's defense enough to put a teaser on it. So again, if I can get them up to 12.5, 13 points, then I mean, why wouldn't I? That looks like the second half of my two-teamer.
Minnesota with the points.
Minnesota with the points. You know, Houston with the points. I gotta look at it, but I like the great defenses to not lose by more than 2 touchdowns. I'll put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can get those 2 games up, those might be the 2 that I lock in on. Or your team. I know we don't even talk about them, but Tennessee and Jacksonville. I like them for a teaser as well.
Well, Tennessee or Jacksonville?
I like Tennessee.
Tennessee. So
I
they're
think you guys are gonna win outright.
Yeah, we're gonna win outright. I believe 2. We're currently minus 2.5. So if you were to put 6 or 7 points, that'll actually take us plus. At 6 points, that'll take us plus 3.5. At 7 points, plus 4.5. I think us plus 3.5 is a pretty safe bet. Yeah, I think we're gonna beat Jacksonville outright to where, and if we did lose, it shouldn't be by more than a field goal. I think that's a safe bet. I'm not really a teaser person. Like, I believe teasers are good, but I don't know. I'd rather just pick the spread. Fuck it. You know, some games are great to tease. If you can get like a 6-point favorite down to even, it's pretty much like taking 2 money lines. Or like he said, taking a good defense above 10 points or 14 points. That's something good to do as well. But I'm fucking balls in, man. Fucking